So, what is going on, YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today, guys, I'm coming at you with the best top 5 meta decks for the 2018 format. This is going to be specifically for the February 5th, 2018 ban list. So, hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. For those of you who have not taken a look at the ban list yet, the ban list is absolutely insane. It's incredible, and by far, it has been one of my favorite ban lists yet. So, for those of you who have not checked out the ban list, make sure you guys check it out. I'll leave a link to the description box below of my ban list video. So far, looking at the ban list, I actually kind of have an idea on what's going to be the top 5 best meta decks for sure. 100%, guys. With the new changes that we have, I know 100% these are going to be the top 5 meta decks. First and foremost, I like to apologize that I'm not in my regular setting. You guys can see there's bunk beds here and things like that. Currently, I am on vacation in Quebec City. You guys all know I'm from Toronto, but right now I'm in Quebec. I'm taking vacation right now, and then the ban list decides to drop, but you know your boy's always got to be on the grind. You know your boy always has his camera on him. So I got you guys with the top 5 best meta decks video. So my apologies for having some sort of weird setting in the background. So sorry for that. Start out with number 5. I actually have a couple of decks that actually takes the 5th spot. So I just was like, you know what? I can't decide which one. I'm gonna just compile them just as the number 5th spot. So number 5, we have Invokes. We have True Draco, and we also have Dinosaurs, okay? These are the decks that are in the 5th spot. Let's start talking off with, of course, Invoked. Invoked has always been an amazing deck. One of the decks that can actually main deck a lot of hand traps. That's a good plus for Invoked, okay? The deck is actually very powerful because you can actually manipulate the graveyard by banishing any problematic cards in your opponent's graveyard to bring out your fusion monsters. So your opponent has wind monsters like Drone Lockbird, you can make Raging. If your opponent has cards like Ash Boss in the graveyard, you can make Trio. If your opponent has Earth monsters, you can make Megalanica. And if your opponent has light monsters like what's it called, Ghost Ogre, you can make cards like Makaba, which is really important. And the good thing to know about Invoked is that now we have Sanctum at 3, we also have Scythe at 3, and most importantly, that card that just got released off the ban list is Artifact Morotech. Morotech is now at 3, so you can literally play Artifact Invoked at full power because you can actually go, you know, Makaba, set Sanctum, activate Sanctum, freely bring out Morotech directly from the deck to just disrupt a lot of plays during your opponent's turn. So Morotech can actually be a huge problem and pose a huge threat towards your opponent because during any time during your opponent's turn, you can easily bring out Morotech, boom, pop a card. This is absolutely insane because you can just constantly bring out cards like Scythe to either lock your opponent from using the extra deck, or also you can bring out cards like Artifact Morotech to basically just disrupt plays. And also within the future sets, if we do not get a ban list for the next upcoming set, we're getting the new Alistair in Link Monster. I have no idea when this card is coming out specifically, but we'll be getting new supports for Invoke, so it's gonna be pretty amazing. If you guys do not know, there's a crazy combo if you open up with what is it called, with Magical Meltdown, and I believe I don't know, but there's a 2-card combo with Invoked with the new Alistair where you can bring out literally 2 Makaba first turn with a Masterpiece, which is absolutely insane. So, and having the ability to mainly counter hand traps, I believe that Invoked can still be a contender in the top 5 meta decks for the new February format. True Draco is always going to be a deck that's always going to be around until Masterpiece or Dragonic Diagram gets banned. These cards are really amazing cards. You guys don't know how problematic Masterpiece can actually become and pose a huge threat to your opponent because a Masterpiece, once it comes out, it's immune to basically anything that you tribute summon for it. Masterpiece can actually be a huge problem to you to get over. In the deck, you also have cards like Diagram, which can help you pop stuff to get your resources. You still have Card of Demise at 3. You still have cards like Heritage in the deck, which is really, really awesome. Even though the True King's Return is still at 1, you still have a constant Call of the Haunted every single turn for True Dracos. So the deck is still pretty strong. You still have the Monarchs are up to 3, which a lot of people can actually incorporate, especially going first decks. And I'm telling you right now, Pendulums are still going to be a very powerful deck. So True Dragos can potentially just even main deck triple anti-spell fragrance against the Pendulum matchup, which is absolutely insane. So, you know, with Masterpiece still being a card and Diagram being a card, 100% I have to put, you know, True Dragos as the 5th spot as well. Last but not least, guys, my favorite deck of all time has to be Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs deserves to be the 5th spot. Literally, before I put Invoked and True Dracos, I was thinking of putting Dinosaurs only in the 5th spot, but I had to give it to, you know, my Invoke fans and also my True Draco fans of Dinosaurs. Very important. We also got new cards like Overtext Coatlas, which if it's sent to the graveyard, you basically get access to cards like Double Evolution Pill directly from the deck to your hand, which is absolutely phenomenal. Double Evolution Pill helps you easily OTK and also help you get easier access to Overtext Coatlas, which can negate spell and trap cards. And you also have cards like Ultimate Canuckatrano, which is still a really problematic card, especially going second for your opponent, because once that card drops and you drop the Miscellaneous Source, it's like GG. Like, if your opponent cannot beat that Conductor Triangle before you go into the battle phase, Conductor Triangle will literally just kill you. Like, that card is absolutely phenomenal. So you have easier access to Conductor Triangle. What's it called? Raptor is still at 3. Baby Ceratosaurus is at 3. Dragonic Diagram is still at 3. So you can incorporate all those cards into true Draco dinosaurs and potentially even build boards that are unbeatable, which can pose a huge threat for your opponent. So Dinosaurs is just a really powerful deck. It's an OTK based deck, and especially going first as well. The deck can either go first or second, but preferably, if you're playing Dinosaurs, I would preferably recommend you guys go second, because going second, you have a chance to actually OTK your opponent. But going first, you can still set up boards with like cards like DFD, Baguska, cards like Trishula as well, which is absolutely incredible. So Dinosaur has always been an amazing deck, and with the release of Quatlist right here, you can always recycle your missing Dinosaurs directly to the deck. So the deck has still potential to be one of the top 5 best decks in the February metagame, 100% guys. So for the 5th spot, Dinosaurs, Invoke, and of course True Dracos. Let's go out to number 4. As ABCs. ABCs has definitely climbed the ladder for this format, 100%. I actually might even consider it putting ABCs to number 3. We still have 3 Terraforming, which I am surprised. Okay, I am freaking surprised why Terraforming did not get hit. I believe that card should have got destroyed on the ban list 100%, but Terraforming is still at 3. You still have access to Union Hanger. You have Cleave Genius, which ABC can incorporate. You can still consistently make Buster first turn very easily in ABCs. ABC Dragon Buster is still a really problematic card because you can just pitch anything to banish any problematic card on the board, which is absolutely insane. And the fact that you're able to tutor out, and the fact that you're able to tag out to bring more pieces on the board during your opponent's turn, so that way you have access to XYZs and also link plays. It's just absolutely insane. So ABC is definitely, for the fact that the deck did not get touched, for the fact that we still have the deck at full power till this day, I really believe that ABC is still a number 1 contender. I believe that ABC is still one of the top 5 contenders for the metagame right now. Very powerful deck. ABC is very strong. Having access to... the deck has access to Buster, has access to Union Hanger still at full power, has access to rank 4 XYZ plays, has access to link, has consistent access to link plays, and of course, if you play Cleave Genius can search out cards like Galaxy Soldier in ABCs, okay? If you're incorporating Galaxy Soldiers into ABCs, you can search Galaxy Soldier, so that way you have access to Infinity, and at the same time, you're ditching your pieces to the graveyard with Galaxy Soldier, which is absolutely insane. So, you know what guys, ABCs might become, okay, one of the best decks in today's metagame, 100%. You know what I mean? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Off to the 3rd spot, guys. I still think this deck is still very powerful, even though with the hit of Spiral Resort, it's Spirals. Alright, Spiral Resort now at 1. Doesn't matter, okay? If you open up with Spiral Tough and you open up with Spiral Super Agent, especially going second Spirals, you still have the combo, okay? You can still basically make, double helix, bring on Master Plan search your spell trap, link summon to Deco Talker. You still get to search your one and only resort, and also get access to your sleeper. You can still literally make the exact same board and still end up with Sleeper and Firewall Dragon just with 1 Spiral Resort, which is absolutely insane. Although that deck now is a little bit less consistent, but in the OCG right now, it's still one of the dominant decks in the OCG, even though that Spiral Resort got hit to 1. Okay, we still have Triple Tough, we still have Triple Super Agent, so as long as you open up one of those 2 cards and have access to Double Helix and to get into Master Plan before you even get access to a Resort, I still think that the deck is still very, very powerful in my personal opinion. The deck is going to be less consistent for sure. Hands down, the deck is going to be less consistent, okay? The consistency level is definitely going to plummet, 100%, okay? 100%. But you still have cards like Spiral Sleeper. Spiral Sleeper is still a problem, okay? You still have access to link plays. You still have access to Double Helix. And since now Maxi is banned, okay? Maxi is banned, Spirals can easily go off, okay? If Master Plan searches that resort, okay, and they have access to their combos, it's gonna be insane. Like, it's gonna be absolutely crazy. They can still make the same board, but this doesn't matter. Firewall is at 1 now, but it can consistently make boards of Sleeper, and that's still a problem. And Sleeper can just pose a huge threat for your opponent, especially against decks like Magicians, decks like Trickstar, decks like, of course, ABCs. Sleeper is still a problem, and even though that deck is a little bit less consistent, 100%, guys, I think that this deck still deserves the number 3 spot in today's metagame. I could be wrong, you know what I mean? Weiss's Atlanta is coming soon, so I can't wait for that meta game to actually shape up to see what are the top 5 decks. But this is just a prediction video, right? It's my personal opinion on what I believe is going to be the top 5 best meta decks. With the current knowledge that I have of the game and my experience with the game, you know what I mean? I know that Spirals is still going to be one of the best decks. Or Tough and Agent, and I still have a Helix, and my opponent has no way to stop my Helix. I'm getting out that Sleeper. I'm getting out that Master Plan, and the deck is still very, very strong. Do not underestimate Spirals, guys. All right, it's a James Bond's based deck. James Bond is very versatile. He's very sneaky. He's very smart. The deck is still functional. So make sure you guys do not sleep on Spirals, okay? Don't sleep on Spiral Sleeper, guys. The card is still a card. Don't sleep on Master Plan. Master Plan still adds 2 cards directly from the deck to your hand. Do not sleep on that deck, and do not underestimate Spirals. I'm telling you guys right now. Number 2 spot, we got Trick Stars, all right? Trick Stars did not get touched. The deck did not get touched. Boys, the deck is at full power. The deck right now is literally competing in Spirals. You know, the deck won many ARGs, top many ARGs, top multiple YCSs, you know, a top 32 at multiple events when the deck was at full power. The deck is still currently at full power, so I don't know why. You know what I mean? Like, this deck did not get touched. Reincarnation still at 3. They still have the Drow and Lockbird combo. Drow and Lockbird combo, that's the most devastating combo in the game right now. Reincarnation Drow, GG. Literally game over. Like, I'm cheesed. I'm just really mad that Trick Stars did not get touched. And for these reasons, you guys all know they have access to Reincarnation. They have access to base. They play with your hand. They play. 1, Trick Stars can play with your hand. 2, they have a monster born constantly by banishing Reincarnation to bring out a Trick Star monster. 3, they can main deck a ton of hand traps. Triple Ash, Triple Ogre, no problem. Triple Drone Lockbird, no, absolutely no problem. They play cards that evenly match, especially going second to combat against crazy boards. And 3, like, I'm gonna say it again, they have the Drone Lockbird combo. Like, that's enough to put this deck number 2. Also incorporate the Wind Witch engine, which is pretty awesome. Make a Crystal Wing. Oh my goodness, so many things that can do. The deck is just very versatile, very amazing, and the deck cannot get touched at all. And with these reasons, you guys should already know why it deserves to be the number 2 spot. Maybe even be in the number 1 spot, okay? Maybe even the number 1 spot. But last but not least, guys, for the number 1 spot, I have to give it to Magicians. Magicians is going to be the best deck of next format. Even though Double Eyes got banned, even though that Joker got banned, there is no excuse for this deck not to be the number 1 best deck. Have you guys seen what Electromite can do? For those of you who are underestimating Magicians right now, you guys literally need to sit back and just relax and just think about life for a second, because Electromite is the most broken Link monster that actually has ever been released in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! This card right here changes Magicians. It's consistent. Astrograv is still at 3. Wisdom Eye is still at 3. Okay? Chronograph is still at 3. All these cards are still at 3 to help you consistently make Electromite. Electromite adds you cards directly from the deck to your hand. Well, adds cards from the deck to the extra deck, and you can basically add that card from the extra deck to your hand. Electromite helps you draw. And you can constantly make this guy every single turn. Not just once per turn. You can make him constantly every single turn to pop stuff and just add cards directly from the deck to your hand. You still have Duelist Alliance at 3, which can search your Pendulum Graph directly from the deck to your hand. You have Duelist Alliance, which can search your Stars Pendulum Graph directly from the deck to your hand. You still have Harmonizing Magician at 3. Do you guys not know how powerful Harmonizing Magician is? Card is absolutely insane. The deck can still do the same thing, but it's just going to be a little bit less consistent. You know what I mean? The OCG has Joker at 1. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't even flippin' matter. It doesn't. Deck is still the number 1 best deck right now, okay? It's still a crazy deck, okay? You know what I mean? And the deck is just so versatile, and the fact that Electromite still is existent, like, for sure, the deck is still going to be the top deck in my personal opinion. Like, it's just going to be very, very powerful. You know what I mean? And the deck still has access to Omega. Omega's still at 3. The deck still has consistent access to cards like Baguska, especially set with the Trap, which is very good. The deck still has 3 Wavering Eyes. Wavering Eyes still at 3. Still at 3. And now you can even incorporate Damage Juggler into the deck to negate Wavering Eyes, which is pretty awesome. The deck has the ability to main tons of hand traps, because Spirals is still a deck, okay, which you need to main the Ash for the double Helix. You know what I mean? You know, the deck has a lot of counters for the mirror match, has a lot of counters for the spiral matchup with hand traps, things like that. It's just very awesome. The deck is just very powerful. You know what I mean? Like 100%. So I'm debating whether or not to actually put Trick Stars number 1 or Magicians number 1, but I still believe that Magicians is still going to be one of the best decks in today's format. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. The deck did not die. Do not underestimate any decks that got hit. Okay, guys? When YCS Atlanta comes, I'll definitely do another recap video on the meta so far. Okay, on what are the top 5 best meta decks currently, if it needs to be updated. But so far, I'm very solid and I'm very confident about the top 5 list that I showcase you guys right now. Well, there's 8 decks total, but the top 5 best meta decks in my personal opinion. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. And also, honorable mentions definitely gotta go to Cleaforts. Cleaforts might be the number 1 deck. Who knows? The format is just so diverse now. You know what I mean? Like, I love non-triangle formats. This is my opinion on what I believe is the top 5 best meta decks. If you guys have your own opinions, make sure you guys leave in the comment section below, because it's just my opinion, you know what I mean? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. But that doesn't matter. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this discussion video. This is Sam from Team Sam. I'm signing out. Alright guys, peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a keen with it, like no, this league business.